Hi everyone, I'm Gabby.
And I'm Jay.
And this is our journey to retire all over. On this channel, we are sharing our experience as we get ready to retire in 5 years or so.
Yep, it's been an entire year since we started sharing these videos. We're now only 5 years away from retirement, and then we get to spend the rest of our lives exploring the world. Today we'll share some updates with you, but first please smash the like button to help us with the YouTube algorithm, subscribe and hit the bell to be notified whenever we post new content.
It's hard to believe that this channel is 1 full year old. It has been a great journey learning how to create the content for these videos, how to shoot them, edit them. It can be a little challenging at times, but it is always very rewarding. We started this project as something fun to do while quarantining and to help us stay on track with our plan to retire in 6 years. Now 5.
Well, it's been a really interesting year to say the least. The few weeks of lockdown has turned into more than a year of lockdown. Many people took the time to develop new skills or work on their quarantine bodies, either losing their COVID-19 or gaining their COVID-19.
We've binged movies, ate, and made videos.
So far on this channel, we've posted 17 videos and we've gotten 111 subscribers. We know that's not much compared to many content creators out there, but we're happy and grateful for each and every person who watches our videos.
Yeah, we have 253 total watched hours and over 3,700 views. It sounds insane to us that people would spend their time watching us, but thank you. Our most popular videos are very different from each other. Getting rid of 90% of our stuff is all about downsizing.
Probably because of spring cleaning and all.
Probably. The other one is how to withdraw money from retirement accounts before 59 and a half. Very popular with people wanting to retire early. Both have over 500 views each. Again, nothing crazy, but amazing to us.
We really want to thank every one of you who have watched us and given us feedback or asked questions. We do this for fun, but we're really happy to hear that it's valuable for anyone.
Y'all are amazing.
On a personal update though, some of you might remember we had COVID last year, pretty early on. It was a really scary time. I was fine, but Gabby, not so much. We both know how lucky we are that it was nothing more serious, and we're thankful that we had the opportunity to help others through our plasma donations with Methodist Hospital. We're happy to report that we're both fully vaccinated now, and that's definitely good for some peace of mind. We encourage everyone who can get vaccinated to go get it. But we're still doing our part with masking and social distancing. We're not out of the woods yet. I saw someone compare this pandemic to the movie Groundhog's Day on social media, and they asked how Bill Murray got to the next day, to which another person cleverly pointed out that it was by shifting his focus from helping himself to trying to help others. And that's truly what we need to do here. We each need to do our part, not just for ourselves, but for everyone around us.
Absolutely. We are all Bill Murray here. On the work front, we are lucky to be doing very well. I started a new job in a new school district in the middle of the pandemic. I'm still doing school innovations, supporting school leaders, reimagining the practices to better serve students. I love it. I love my new school district. I just wish I could work face-to-face with teachers and school leaders, but I hope we can get to that soon. Jay's experience was not as smooth. Later last year, we did a video about him getting laid off and how we would approach it strategically. Then, in another video, he said he was back to work and it was a longer story that he would share later. Well, here it goes.
So shortly before Thanksgiving, I was informed that I would be laid off, but I was given time to transition my work to the people who'd be taking over for me. This is one of those things that happen. When business is like it was towards the end of last year and companies need to make cuts, management is pure overhead. That means we get the axe first. From a personal perspective, it sucks. But from a business perspective, it sucks and makes perfect sense at the same time. I was at least given notice to be able to make sure my team had everything they needed from me before I left. And literally on my last day, I was asked not to leave. There was some unplanned attrition that enabled them to undo some of the layoffs, and I was, thankfully, at the top of the list to come back. It was a very stressful time, but we made a great plan, and we were ready to execute it. Thankfully, we didn't need to.
That was a hard video to make, but you know, when we started this channel, we did it to help keep ourselves on track and to share the things we learned along the way, good or bad. A good thing we started was a new budgeting system, which we also shared with you. It made keeping track of our expenses less foggy and helped us focus on what we needed to focus to maximize our savings. It also helped us see where we were financially, which allowed us to set goals for ourselves and figure out what we needed to change to get there. Well, It worked. We actually maxed out all our pre-tax accounts and contributed to our standard brokerage accounts on top of that.
And on top of that, 2020 was a crazy year in the stock market. For example, the S&P 500 returned over 16%, and VTSAX, which is our preferred investment, returned 25% in total. The year started off with the market going down hard, and we did a video about the end of the market as we know it, but we feel fine. But the rest of the year really ran off like a bull, and our investments nearly doubled. We know, though, that we can't count on super crazy bull markets forever, so we're making sure that we're continuing to save aggressively and plan our retirement so we can enjoy it without worrying too much about our nest egg. The big question we're asking ourselves as we reflect on this past year is, well, what's next? What do we need to focus on in the next year? We made our 2021 goals, but an entire quarter is already gone. We update our blog with our progress on those goals fairly regularly, and we do want to travel again. We've done some short trips.
Remember Mexico City? That was definitely an interesting trip.
But we also want to be careful and make sure we're not contributing to the problem. We've talked about really exploring the U.S. while we're on this side of the world still, so maybe some cross-country road trips. Also Canada. There's just so much to see, and we want to make sure we get to experience as many cool places in North America as we can before we're off to explore the rest of the world. Any suggestions?
We've also have a wedding to plan in Peru. We've gotten started with that with the help of my family there, but there's so much to do. Big travel might have to be on hold until then, but I like the road trip idea. So what do you think? What was the past year like for you? Anything you want us to talk about in our channel? What are your plans for the next 12 months?
Well, let us know in the comments below, and follow us on social media or our blog at GabbyandJaysJourney.com or RetireAllOver.com. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell to be notified whenever we post new content.
Until then, please stay safe, do your part, take care of one another, and thank you for joining us.